What's up, y'all? My name is Taste Nate. I just released a project called Iniskim. We out here in Northern California, chilling with some aminals. Y'all still with me? All right, cool. So on this project, I'm kind of picking a different style of beat and rapping a different style each time, while at the same time maintaining my authenticity and using my voice. Iniskim, that's my Buffalo Calling Stone mixtape. And really the purpose of that was to create without trying to force anything, to let the flow come to me naturally. And the thing that helped me with that was doing all the production in-house by myself. So in other words, I was letting the music be the call and hearing back, listening back, and responding with the lyrics. And I just let the flow circulate that way until I ended up having the full body of work, and then loosely themed it around the white buffalo spirit keeper. And I think a lot of times in the past, I would want to go against the grain and be contrarian and then be frustrated that it didn't connect with people. But I think this applies to a lot of people now as artists, is that we're kind of just going with it, like feeling our weirdness and, you know, whatever that's attached to, but still expressing it. And I think that's the calling out part as well. Like, I'm calling out to other people that connect with this vibration, you know what I'm saying? And instead of like wondering why it doesn't connect, because it's out there, it's its own thing. Features. On this project, I really only picked artists that I'm currently building with. So it's like all the in-house fam, you know what I'm saying? But I've always thought, like, I always had a good ear for who could be on a song together or what beat matched one song. And I think as a rapper, like, I aspire to write something that makes somebody want to jump in and kill it, you know? Like a certain style, like, oh, this song's for you, I made this beat for you. And then it's like, I want you to come in there and kill my shit. That's like what I aspire to. And then what I'm learning too, as a beat maker, it could be like the same thing. Like, the ultimate place I want to be is like where I can loop up a beat, send it to a rapper, and they write to it right away, because that feels great. That's like, damn. And that also is something that I used to do too. Like, when I was just so hungry that people send me beats, I'm making a song right away. Even and for me, I did it on beats that I wasn't even feeling sometimes. It was the funnier part. What I want to leave y'all with, besides the obvious to check out the project, is that you can't be where you want to be unless you are where you are. So in other words, just because it seems like you may not be aligned with what you think you ought to be, you cannot be anywhere else besides here. So just because where you're at, it doesn't synchronize with everybody else, it doesn't mean that you should abandon it right away. Maybe you just need to commit to it. Sit. Good. Tell your bull friends you love them. Tell your bull friends you love them. They're working overtime to fill up the Bryson Tiller. Of course, the cyberbully, that shame with the arrows. Give directions like Sam in the Pharaohs. Wooly bully. Maddie told Hattie about a golden calf he had. Carry on, David lineage. That's strong like perpetuity. Yeah, strong like perpetuity. Oh gosh, bull been branded, then landed on the slaughter auction. That's wild like promiscuity. Yeah, I like wild promiscuity. Hold me down where the grass is brown. Call me happy cow. Catch him with a surrendering till the player crash like the summer hammock. Hold the cold like an otter box through the winter frost. Must have been a wildebeest coming through clutch. White buffalo exchange, but doesn't double dutch. Mitigate ruffle feathers with the brother goat canyon. With the antelope lanyards, I like to get them yams like the running of the bulls, then raid the wardrobe up, Barry Manilow. Mess with the bull, get the horns from the wizard of the oxen.